The screwball is one of those pitches that can be unhealthy if not thrown right. And if you don't throw it correctly, you can also not get a lot of good effect out of it. Let's talk about the screwball today real quick. We'll look at a couple different pitches from a couple of different angles and give you some of the ideas of the things that make that pitch work well. We'll start in super slow-mo with this one to begin with and then go frame by frame. As she starts to move, again, I want it to be very comfortable, very relaxed. One of the things I like, the glove is still leading. She's going to open as scheduled. A lot of times people will think that, okay, I'm not really going to open these shoulders right here. I'm going to be kind of facing the batter. That's going to take a lot off of the movement you get on the screwball. I want to be open so that when this front foot hits, as we'll show right here, let me remove that mark, but as this foot hits, you'll see that this foot is quite into 3 o'clock position. I want it that way because as it lands over on the line, it's going to propel me across the zone to my right side, and that's going to give me a whole lot of momentum across the zone, as well as increasing the whip that I'm going to get on the ball when I get to that point. Removing the mark, moving forward just a couple of positions. You'll see that foot has now come down. The thing I like is, once again, this pitcher still has the glove in line, so everything's still, all the energy is still going straight toward the plate. And the arm in this position right here, very relaxed so that she can get the right kind of movement off the ball. Now, as she moves forward, again, you'll see coming down, everything coming, legs starting to do the work, and look at this, a very loose hand. That's a very big key to the way we throw the pitches. Any pitch, I want that hand very loose. Seams are starting to turn toward the catcher. Now, this is a little different way of throwing the screwball than is traditionally taught. Frankly, I'm just not a big fan of that one where you try to twist the ball. Instead, I'm going to let the seams do the work for me. She moves forward, and again, you'll see her propelling with force across the zone, which starts giving that ball some momentum across the zone. We'll switch the frames and we'll move back and take a look at this pitch from behind. Different pitcher, but let's look at the kind of movement you get. One of the ways I know when someone doesn't have a great screwball is when the catcher sets up on the inside corner. If the catcher's setting up on the inside corner, we're probably just throwing across the zone. A good screwball, the catcher actually has to set up on the outside, or the pitcher has to target that right knee of the catcher because they're going to have so much movement. If they try to throw this pitch inside, it's going to go behind the batter. So we'll move forward with this pitch in super slow-mo and let you see the kind of movement that can be attained with the screwball. Moving forward, again, relaxed, kicking out, weight staying straight toward the catcher. Let's back that up just a couple of frames and see some of the crucial points that I really like here. As you'll notice, her body weight is leaning across the zone, but the hip right here is way over on the left side. She's still legal. She hasn't gone outside that limit where they draw the lines in college softball, but she started the ball way over here on the left side, and it started at the catcher, started toward the target, and then started across the zone. As we pull the lines again, we'll run this forward in super slow-mo. Let you see where the ball is going. At this point, it's already turned and is going directly to the right side. Let me back that up one more time and let you see that in full motion and then in slow motion, and just see the kind of movement you really can attain on a screwball. A lot of people think they throw it, but this is the real thing. Cutting across. Let's back that up one more time. Let you see it in super slow-mo, and just dynamic movement when you throw it right. That's a tough pitch to deal with. Look at it turning just before it gets to the plate and really cutting in on the batter. That's the screwball. If you have questions about that or any pitch, contact us. TincherPitching.com.